This is Kira's place over at Squirrel Gate. Although to be precise, this is Dark Lady Cosplay's place. Play, yeah, whatever. It rhymed. Okay, it worked out just fine. So for those who aren't familiar, like, if you look around for like Sylvanas cosplay, you're gonna find her. Boom, that's it. One of those popular ones out there, does all sorts of different kinds of work. This is not sponsored, by the way. She's just hella cool. And she submitted her place, and we're gonna take a look at it, and then we're gonna roast it. Anyway, so we are entranced in with some Suramar fencing. To the right of us, Arkandor stuff. Let's kind of take a walk over. And let's kind of set aside the whole bugginess of like the floors being like all cluttered up with the greens and all that. To me, it just kind of adds some personality and sort of a natural vibe to it, which I think is cool. She set up a whole blood elf spire. Check that out. And it's clean. Now we're seeing this like in the first week of this new patch where they just introduced blood elf and night elf housing. So we're going to see later on, what sorts of inventive things will people will do with like greens hanging out, or like a rocket that's kind of like bursting through as if it's like trying to come out of the side of the building. It'll be really cool to see. For now, though, the few that I've seen so far have been just like very clean, pristine, like boom, there it is. No notes needed. Check it out. Blood Elf Spire. Boom. So over here on the side, though, we have this lovely gazebo, complete with enclosed bed, with the whole shroud and everything. We lay down, we vibe and relax. We're having snackies. We're at the most popular spot, right? Yeah, I think this is the most popular horde spot because there should be like a dock down here and like the water. Yeah, so this is the spot that they love. And so right back here, we have this other nice little setup. We want to nap, do our thing, cool. Right over here is where we can look out for danger. Something to hunt, because that's what hunters do, Oh, see, even Woodburn's alert. Like, yo, hunt? What? Squirrel? But he looks so mean. He just looks mean. I don't know. I want to get close, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. So I think we can head on in. Oh, hey, it's Reptar. Reptar's keeping eye on the books, so that way they don't like fly away and all that stuff. Yay. Otherwise, it's another place to like sit and do some reading, more hanging out. Yeah, dude, swear, the Blood Elf housing is just so grand. It's so extra with the elegance and all that, but I love it. Let's head on in. So we have this cool mix of Belmeth ground and Blood Elf everywhere else. So it's a nice little contrast that we have. So we're being greeted by Miss Mergle. Hey, what's up? She's like, hey, sign the guest book. And I'm like, you gotta make room for that. And she's like, huh? Because she got that kind of dopey look too, but it's adorable. So anyway, she's like, yo, just go have some snacks. I'm like, okay, I'll go have some snacks. There's some stuff that's laid out. We got this cool, we got cheese and, we got snacks. I'm going to have myself some cheese and bread, top it off with some honey to get this nice little contrast of sweet and savory. And I'm getting hungry for snacks. Great, good going. But yeah, modest little kitchenette setup. We'll see if there's like another one for like a banquet hall of some sorts. But we come in and it's immediately like vibey and festive and chill. Hey, you want to play? Cool. Awesome. How do how do we play with a board like that? Yeah, we just deal with it. It's all good. It's all good. On each corner, we have like this cool little, each corner is created after its own like kind of themey setup. We have bright greens contrasted by Diablo chests, right? A little bit of hidden danger. Now right here, we have this very cool glow. I'm not sure if this thing is being dyed. It was dyed to help enhance the effect. But it kind of makes it look like it is, because it makes the light look even brighter, because we have like light here, we have light here with the filigree here. We got poisons and whatnots being set up, some new decor right on the side, books, ooh, double books hanging up there. Because sometimes, you know, bookshelves, it's like, oh, do I really want to go out and get another one? No, I'm just going to throw books on top of each other. It's no big deal. Not a big deal. Vibe, read, enjoy some stuff. That's not the Thanos here. Oh, check that out. Damn, that's some, Her alliances are known. Hell yeah. Cozy spot. She's like, yep, keeping it warm, buddy. But, you know, can't, you know, something can't suffer for the sins of the father, right? So I guess he's in the clear. Okay, that's got a theme to it. I think that kind of sends a message. But I think we're going to end up going here first, because it's left. Oh, I think that's a secret shelf too. Probably, yeah. All right, let's go to our left, and we enter. Now it's gone like, you know, we started off with the contrast between like Blood Elf, Belemeth. Now it's gone full elf, kind of, sort of, almost. Because here, like, immediately we climb up this gazebo, this fancy schmancy gazebo, and we enjoy some anima. It's like, yo, I got me some like 2012 anima stuff. Oh, for real, dude, that's like the best one. Let's go. Wait, 2012, that's forever ago. Oh, that's really vintage then. That's like pre everything, man. That's like Cataclysm, Mop era. That's some old anima. So right here in this nook, like that recovery, huh? So right over here in this nook, we got library area, place to sit, also read and snack. Very pleasant, very tight over here. But that's you know, and we have some other books over there. But then most of it, you know, most of it's kind of vibey stuff. Actually, this is the bedroom almost. Yeah. So this is the grand bedroom. See, it's kind of cool. Like we have this little, you know, we have the Orkandor. We have this Orkandor here, dressed up here on the side. It's kind of a contrast compared to everything else. You know, greens. But then elsewhere, you have like this. You know, you have a little bit of a dressing here, but for the most part, it's a contrast between the naturey kinds of stuff versus the more stony aesthetic that comes from a Blood Elf life. Now here, okay, this is cool. Here's what they had set up. They set up like the fountain, but then they also use it as like the top of the actual bed. So here we go. We got Mr. Snuffles, we got Reptar. We're all chilling right up here in our special elevated spot. We got our auto reader reading us the latest book and all that. Not exactly a work desk, more like a work counter of sorts. You know, doing stuff, reading things. It's a cool lead up. Like the way that this is, the way that this ends up being dressed. You know, this wall section, really nice. This grand raised bed area. Yeah, hella cool. Vanity, how we looking? Pretty awesome. Interesting. Some rocks that are just there. Haha. I wonder why. Yeah. I mean, there's no obvious like secrets sort of thing back here, so interesting. Let's move on though. Really pretty though. Super clean. Not a clutter to be had. Okay, so here we go with the kind of like tone check again. But it looks like a work in progress here. Except for here. So it almost looks as if like they had set a little bit up, but then they moved this room here because this is all set up, and you know you could always move rooms around. But they do have the beginnings of a bar set up, nice, feed stuff. So later on, you know, as budget allows, because it looks like budget is almost full here, they're gonna fill up with all sorts of cool stuff, tons of cool stuff. Maybe that's just here to be here for now, and this will end up being like a external, you know, skybox room or something like that. That'll be cool. So let's retreat. We'll head back to this room and dragon or hidden shelf. I think I'll go for the dragon stuff. Or we'll take a peek. So, okay. Definitely Sylvanas, duh. And we'll go through here first. So here is the Sylvanas layer. Ooh, this is dolled up. Oh, I love it because you have like the quote greens, but it's like gloomy greens. So the centerpiece, of course, dedications to the Dark Lady, plans for wherever that is. Actually, plans for Darkshore and invasion plans, because it's that table. Really nice. Okay, let's retreat a bit and we'll go around. So lots of branding. Dark Lady. Any other Dark Ladies? Yep, Dark Lady right there too. Yeah. So sorry, let's pan around. So we're taking a look. Plans were made, obviously, for Gilneas, because, dude, this is super Sylvanas stuff. And then here on the side, we have like a bit of growth that's coming in. Unfortunately, there aren't, if I recall correctly, there isn't any like spooky or kind of dreary looking hangy stuff, right? It's all like vibrant, it's all bright. So it'll be great one day if they add some more stuff that produces this sort of look. But of course, you have like the spider webs that are like littered all over the place. Really sets the tone. So yeah, plans being made, concoctions are being set up, and all that. There's like some curious Diablo pieces that are like set around in the area. A little bit of a dedication here. Again, with the gloomy greens, as I'm gonna call it, and some pleasant sounds from the water. Same thing kind of happens here too. We sit and vibe in front of these. These are a bit more vibrant, but the blue lights, the blue and subtle lights that we have here, they help to kind of like dull the space. They reduce the vibrance a little bit, and it helps it to kind of match everything else. Right over here, evil stuff. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's gonna die next? Whoever our enemies are. Yeah. And then here's a bed. Not really, but someone's bed. Or it could be like a recently raised Forsaken. If we go back to like that era when Sylvanas was like raising people up. Nice. Oh, I'm not familiar with this. Where does this bucket come from? I think this is new, right? I have not seen this thing before. But it's kind of cool. Bucket and a little candle inside. Niffin stuff. Got it. Cool. Another new asset that we've seen. All right, so now we're going to go through a secret door. Behind the Kirin Tor Shroud, we got Ilaria and Zalatath. We have this cool Sentinel Owl that's kind of not really obscuring much of anything, but just kind of leads us over to that path over there. Up and then over here, the filigree is like just kind of like doing some extra work here with this little Draenei structure. And then we have straight up doormat. That's cute. Like, yo, there's a secret here, really? So, I think is this an actual? Oh, okay. So this happens to be a stairwell room. It's just been super closed off and made into this hallway. So we'll go here because we know that's going to be what's under the stairs. But yeah, really nice dressing. That's up front here. It gives a whole different kind of feel to it. So here we have, so here's the stairs there. We can, you can see here, it hasn't been closed off. You can sort of see what's going on up above us. Here we have like a little secret bedroom. Yay! Hang out, read, snack, enjoy some vibes. But you can't forget that Dark Lady branding. Oh, but again, like here, we kind of go away from the dreariness of the Sylvanas room. Things start to brighten up. We have both blue, yellow lighting to give the space a bit more color. Very adorbs. But now we're climbing. Oh, and then now it's gotten like kind of purple here, right? We're going through, purple's up. Lovely star banner. Again, with the floating filigree to brighten up the space, give it a little bit more to that corner. Oh, this is nice. So they took the fountain, and you know there are greens that are obscuring things, but you still have like this cool look. And it almost looks as if, you know, because we have like the fencing there and you know that these kind of shapes here, it creates that whole illusion of, okay, it's going down some sort of like gutter or whatnot, you know, and it's being let out somewhere. Nice. Really nice dressing here. Like things really tighten up as we get to the top here. But really nice dressing over here with the, I think these are new mushrooms too, right? With the mushrooms, a little bit extra decor there. Yeah, I like the additional color that these are adding. Oop. Gotta click that. That's like the law. And then they extended the upper area here. Yeah, so that's just kind of like to fill up space. But they extended this area here and created another resty spot. Munch on an acorn. I don't know if you actually eat the thing, but yeah, place to hang. Very nice. Oh, and then fenced off too. Very good. Wow, look at the greens that are like surrounding this spot. Very, very pretty. So now we're up here. Yeah, flora clusters. There we go. But yeah, now we're up here. We got Nightwell chilling right in front of us. Auto reader is right there. So this feels like not a party spot. This is kind of a working spot, but I like what they did here. So they closed off this medium large octagonal room, and they carved off some additional room space here. So we'll explore this whole room and then we'll go through that door. So starting off here, on the opposite end of the Nightwell, Moonwell. Fires are going. More a dedication to like Night Fae than anything else. A studious place right over here. Do some work. Drink some tea, coffee. I don't know where that came from. I'm not sure. I think that was from like downstairs with the with the room that we were just in under the stairs. Yeah, so okay, now I'm kind of curious. Like where did that clipping happen? I want to see like where that was. So here we are here, and okay, it's not there. It's not there. It is somewhere else. So like, yeah, there's the rope. Like I just want to solve this little mystery here. Okay, here it is. So this is pretty big. They embiggened this guy, and then here's the other one. So we have two large chandeliers. Big ropes and all that. And then, they just clip and they made their way upstairs. Okay. So at least we solved the mystery. Okay. But then we can always like put something on top of there too. So anyway, we're gonna pan back over now and check out this spot. So now we got a nice filled out bench. Like, yo, we want to feast. We got lobster, we got noodles, we got fruits. We're getting hungry. I don't know what's for lunch yet. But then we go through this this kind of fenced area. We pass by the void fountain and then whatever ritual thing that was being read here. And it kind of gets cavey back here. Walking on some rocks, navigating our way through some greens, kind of like pushing some stuff aside. Oh, how interesting. So it's not exactly a room that was set up. It's just this kind of like wall separation sort of dealy here. So like here is again this studious place, much more well lit. You have this kind of contrast, maybe a clash between the purple and the yellow lights. Although the yellow lights here are very, very subtle. Yeah, it's not so much. And then here they got captured Mephisto. Heck yeah. Who knows what sorts of experiments are next? That's why you had to be behind a door, because safety reasons, I guess. Oh, okay. So there were two doors. Okay, yeah. So here's where we were, and there was this like other spot that was set up for. I don't even know what this is. I still don't know what kind of structure that is, but it's just like this generator, like crazy thing being set up. Nice.